See, I like this title, The Lone Wolf, because it definitely could be about Askeladd throughout his entire life, but it also could heavily be about Thorfinn as well, which it could be also a semblance of both. I'm just excited for the show's interpretation of this. What's up, Dapper Squad? It's your boy Darius, back at it again with episode 22 of Vinland Saga. Now, I'm pretty sure there's 24 total, so like after this segment, the next segment is going to be the final one, so I'm very excited for that. And of course I haven't watched it or anything, but I did accidentally see that the end, or the title of the last episode is called The End of the Prologue. So I haven't heard anything of a guaranteed season 2 for Vinland or anything like that, but like prologue means before, so I just, you know what I'm saying, like if this was the prologue, I am excited for what the main story / epilogue is gonna be, you know what I'm saying? So I say without further ado, I'm not even gonna talk about last episode. You guys know what happened. RIP to Bjorn. Some devious plans going into place, some climaxes are about to hit their peaks. Let's hop into this. If you guys want to see early access to the finale or the full length of anything, you can always check out the Patreon down below. Those are always options for you. Check out the Discord, follow me on Twitch, follow Twitter, all that jazz. Let's hop into this. Vinland Saga episode 22. Ooh, I love the muted audio, but the swords, man. Oh, God. I think the level of respect they have for each other is definitely mutual and is definitely there. But like, look at that face. I can never tell, you know? And see, it had like a little wavy effect on him like right here. See, he has that wavy effect, which he only has when he's like being serious Askeladd. He says he'll play with Thorfinn. We have only had glimpses of serious Askeladd. I want to see. Oh my God, with his face being covered in shadow like that. Let's see Thorkel's expert opinion. I wanna hear this. A pound of silvers. If you look at it from Canute's side, it kind of makes sense that you're the weakest, but Thorkel will never take that. Yeah, it's definitely not that simple though. You're so right. That's straight facts. That's straight facts. That infuriated him. He's baiting him to make him come. Askeladd can handle this guy, I'm telling you. Oh my God, that's a warrior's headbutt right there. With the sky uppercut. Oh my God. This is a one-sided massacre. Many times. He's the reason Thor's is dead. It's crazy they don't know this backstory. He said, "I'm sick of you." Yeah, that's a little offensive. I thought he would have stabbed him, but like in his body. It was right at his head. Holy shit. Give me an entire Askeladd backstory. Give me an entire sideshow just about Askeladd. Holy shit. I know he had an unfound hatred for his dad, especially after what he did to his mother. But I did not know he was the one who killed his dad. Is it weird that it's always been one of my weird, like, lifelong dreams to learn how to be a blacksmith? That's the... I was gonna say that's the fastest way to make a man out of your boy is to have your parents not be able to look after him. Covered in ashes. That's his... Wow. I've only ever seen the first season of Game of Thrones, but I get huge, like, just bastard vibes, you know? He even looks so much like Askeladd. So fucked up. Yeah. Something tells me that didn't happen though. Of course, that's where Arturius lives, man. I love the music that plays when they talk about Vinland. I hate to pause it during such an emotional backstory and everything like that, but it just blows my mind how it's so realistic how multiple different people across multiple different lands have heard somewhat of the same area or the same like legend slash, you know, mystery, and they have their own like little twists on it. Like Thor's is about prosperity, no violence, no death, no slaves, anything like that. It's just a happy, prosperous land. Same thing kind of with Askeladd's mother, you know, except it's where the great hero of her land is now residing and healing up, ready to save the entirety of her people. And it's just like, I always found it fascinating, you know, where these stories come from or how they originated or how they evolved to the stories in which they do, because that's, you know, it's very realistic to how, of course, the show has huge realistic tendencies and properties to it, but it always blew my mind. Like, can you imagine starting one of those? I don't imagine starting one of those stories, and then you would never be able to see the outcome of where it leads to. But it's just like it blows my mind sometimes. You know, like I don't know. Oh my god. Cut her ass down, bro. I get Askeladd's hatred of his father so much. I get that. Oh my god, he was quick with it. He's 11 years old. Look at this boy. Oh my god. He had never used a sword before. Look at this guy. That's such a fucking like, yeah. The because he knew he had a long end game to get to, you know. He knew what his further intent was. Jesus, I get such Game of Thrones vibes from this. Also, I'm getting some Star Wars vibes from this. "13 years of age." That's the... He did it at the best time. Like he was asking why. Jesus, fuck Olaf. He should damn well know why. He was a genius even back then. Wow. He was... Wow. This... It's like... It's not unfounded whatsoever. His hatred for the Danes and Vikings is so rooted into his life. It means it's so realistic as to why he would hate not only his father, but because if his father was a nobody, and like it's not necessarily that nobodies would have this many slaves and have this many children to be able to do that, but if his father was a nobody, I don't think his hatred would necessarily be this deep. It's that his father was such a high noble person that like everybody falls under him. So it's not only him that's this disgusting filth, you know, cunt. It's everybody, because they're all like that. So I think he kind of groups them all into the same, which, you know, they are all like that majority, but like, you know, he met people like Bjorn and Thorfinn, who's a little different. It's just like, I don't know where I'm going with this, but his hatred towards Vikings and his father is understandable, is what I'm trying to say. And it's just blowing me away. I'm trying to still process all this. 10 years they've been together. Idiot. He took him 3 years to kill his father and take over everything. It's been 10 years. I get where Askeladd's coming from. Yeah, like he just talked to you about losing your temper and shouting idiotic things. Wow. Wow. Yeah, you finally realize he can get you to do anything he wants. Snap of a finger like that. Oh, ho, ho, ho. I think the respect he gave for Thor's at that moment means so much more now that we know his backstory. I think it's been his plan from I don't know how long it's been his plan, maybe from the jump, but to get Canute to be like this, fucking Askeladd is a master manipulator. And he like unlocked, he's like fucking Grand Elder, he's like Grand Elder and fucking Namek. Fucking unlocked Canute's potential out here. God damn, this flashback is crazy. And it's going backwards in time. Now look at him as a little fucking boy. That is a truly upset, frustrated scream right there. Oh, wow. So I said it, I wanted Askeladd's backstory, but holy shit, was I not expecting that. I mean, I knew about him being like the bastard son of Olaf and his mother being treated like a dog. She was apparently his favorite slave until she became sickly, and he treated her like a dog. Ever since he can remember, Askeladd was working in the blacksmith, being covered in ash or horse manure. That's how he got the name Askeladd, because his father didn't even give him a name. He was literally nameless, so he got the name Askeladd, covered in ash. And then, like, that was so sad to me, like, his mom, like, snapping and mistaking Olaf for Artorius, and then him just being ready to cut her down in the middle of the street. And Askeladd, of course, stopping him. That's the only reason why, I don't know, yeah, she did live because he took her across to Wales, I remember that. That's the only reason they're both alive right now, is because he had potential with the sword. And he said, "Are you her son? Are you my son?" And then, yes, and if he wasn't, he would have fucking got murdered, killed right there in the street. But just because he had, like, I said, it reminds me of Star Wars, because what is that Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic trailer? Is it called Sacrifice? Where it's the two brothers and their father's a fucking dick and has been raising them up this entire time, eventually for one to kill the other. And then that's when he finally recognizes him and gives him his love and compassion and says, son, come with me. Like, oh my God. I hate that, but that gave me such this vibes right here. And so I love the similarities between him and Thorfinn, but I also love the differences. Like, Askeladd's just a different type of guy in all totality. Like, they both had insane vengeance against this man who's done wrong to their close family members, the person they really love. But Askeladd put on an act, put on a play that he was, you know, in favor with everyone. He was attentive, quick with his studies, paid attention during training, stuff like that, and knew the best time to take care of Olaf. When you're fucking, you're not worried about anything. And that was a big titty woman right there. He was into it. And I love Askeladd said, like, his face screamed, like, why? Like, you should obviously know why. Like, it doesn't make sense. And that's like, it's such a different way to approach revenge versus Thorfinn, who every chance you get, I'm gonna kill you, let's duel after this, I'm gonna kill you. Not like, and I don't know what he could have done to be better or to change his ways or to make it more like Askeladd, but Askeladd was just pristine with his revenge. Not only did he kill his father at the pristine moment, he gained knowledge, relationships, money, valor, everything through his father, used him, then killed him with his brother's sword, who was already at a standing with his father. They killed him, so his hands are wiped completely clean. He was able to inherit his father's power, money, skills. Like it blows my mind, Askeladd's upbringing in this show. But then I look at it like, would he be the exact person if he grew up with a father like Thor's? No, I think he would be completely different. I think he is a product of his own environment. But holy shit, does that blow me away. My camera's about to die here in like 20 seconds, so I'm gonna end it right here, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a like, let me know what you thought down below. I am loving this show. Holy shit, did this episode get deep for me. Have a great day, Dapper Squad. Peace out, y'all.